weak and strong roll dodge. Actually, kind of call them spin dodges if we're just practicing them. And it's the same setup, stutter, except now you're stepping, and this is one that you got to teach them to step with the other foot, and what's strong and what's weak. But when they kind of get it, it really helps them, because a lot of players haven't really been taught to do it both ways. So they either can do it one way or the other, but not really both. So what I call weak is when I go from strong into my roll out to the weak position. So if I come this way, I'm going to stutter, I'm going to make my move, but I step with my foot turned slightly. Instead of coming in and teaching the kid to keep his foot straight, right, I want to sell that I'm going in this direction, so I come into a bent leg, hips, upper body shows this way, but I turn the foot slightly so that now I can now drive and spin out to the weak side quicker. Maybe some kids are more flexible than I am, but for some reason if I don't turn that foot, I can't get around very quickly. And it helps to teach them the footwork. Right? Not just coming in and plant your foot, but you actually come in and you slightly turn your foot, but you keep your knee forward so that now you can spin out quickly in the other direction. And when I do it the other way, now you got to teach them to use the other foot. Again, stutter step into a step, turn, bring it in, and now you're out to your strong side. And this is the one that most kids use to get back to the strong hand. A lot of players, even at the pro level, will sit there and do this all day. They'll always come back and they'll do it over and over again, trying to get to the strong side because they really don't like to go their weak hand. So it's a great move to teach the kids young to come in, tuck it in, step with that foot turn, and be able to get back to the strong side. Combination dodges, I think I have it on my other thing on 101s, is when you practice a single dodge, that's easy and great, but in a game, it doesn't always happen that way. And most of the time what you'll find is a player will make a move and the defender will play a good position. So if I come in and do a little split dodge and get here, and that defender's right in my face, if I don't practice reacting to that, I'm not going to be very good at it. So I'll set up a double cone, or I'll say do one dodge, right into a roll dodge, whatever it is, and get them to start thinking of how do I react when something's taken away. And this is the more high school, taking it to the next level. If I want to get back to my strong hand, all right, I'm going to go face dodge, then I want to get back into a roll dodge. So start thinking about combinations, how to react to a defensive positioning. If I keep going strong, how do I quickly get the space and get back to my strong on the weak side? All right, so lots of, I'll have them dodge once on a cone, then I'll be standing there and I'll step one way or the other so they can start learning to read. And this is more at the older level. And I do this at a lot of clinics for high school kids, and that is I'll have them, I'll say do a roll dodge, then I'll step in their way and they'll have to make a quick move one way or the other. Teaches them to react. Going back to what you can do with the partners, add something. So if you do what I do is I partner them up before every practice, 10, 15 minutes. And I'll take it up to this level where we were practicing catching into space. Well, now you've caught the ball, go upfield, do a dodge. Pass it to the other guy. He goes upfield, does a dodge. What that does is that one drill in particular teaches them how to get into space, plan, change direction, and develop quickness. So that's a drill I like to do. And sometimes you'll put the player on, no player. So you're just doing it against nobody, practicing the moves. The next time you maybe partner with another set of two, and you'll say pop back, then come out and make the move. So it's a good way to get a lot of repetition on it without too much pressure. Good practice. And then your one-on-ones from all over, practice them. Practice taking, not just you have the ball and go. A lot of times work off the pass. So just like we just practiced there in partners, take it to a game situation where maybe you're in and you gotta pop out and get the ball and dodge to the goal, rather than just having the ball on dodge. That's what most people do. So they say, get in the line, all right, we're going one-on-ones. So the player gets up there and then he goes. But one of the biggest things in dodging is learning when to catch the guy out of position. And a lot of times that comes off of pass or a feed. How to release the ball differently by just how much they push and pull. For example, if I take the ball here, I want to start from the same position, but instead of having it go high, I want to bounce it to my partner. So what we'll do is a slight drag, a little less push, a little more pull, and all of a sudden the ball bounces and goes up to the player. What I've just taught them is to understand that the ball doesn't always have to go the way you would think it would. You can change it by how much you push or pull, right? What this starts to teach then in shooting is now you're isolating those hands and arms and where the ball releases separately from your body. So that now no matter where my body is, I can get that stick in a position and I can shoot it high, low, that side, side to side. You can change it by just how you get feel. Develop the control and feel by how much you push or pull. And you can practice that. And it comes from that isolation. So I'll then come this way, and I'll say I want the stick up flat, body up tall. Again, drag the stick, a little less push, more pull, and bounce it to your partner. Same thing. I'll be here, sidearm. By turning this way, you kind of pull more. So I'll say take the stick back flat, and I want you to sidearm it across over there. All right? That teaches a player how to pull it. Whereas if I have them this way and tell them to bring it back, it teaches a player how to push it. So now if I'm going to shoot and I want to step and I'm doing a sidearm, I'll teach them how to now use their body to show the opposite, but release the ball differently with the hands. So, for example, if I step this way, I want to drive and turn, show everything this way, but I'm going to push the ball and hand out further, just like we were doing like this, right? Now you want to come here and you want to release the ball in that direction, but you've shown in this direction. When you shoot high, sticks back flat, you want to show high, head's in the middle, shoulder and head are up on the angle, sticks back flat, that's showing high, ease up on the push, a little more pull, finish the ball down low. Notice I kept my body up. Opposite. Players tend to shoot low, bring your stick up high, bring your shoulder down, the head's over the front foot. Before they even shoot, they're saying they're shooting low. I make the adjustment by bringing the stick back flat after I started my shooting motion. Right here, delay the push and pull, flatten the stick out, and now I release the ball high, even though everything's shown the ball low. And that's the shot where you see all the time where the goalies go like this and do that one. But you teach the kids how to do it, and they learn it by isolating those hands and those arms. Changing when and how much they push and pull to get to release different ways. Getting that stick in that position. And what you've done is you've really taught the shooters how to have the ability to shoot the ball anywhere from any position. So I could be getting crushed, cross-check, my body's out of it, but I know if I get my stick flat, I can push or pull to shoot it at any corner of the net, no matter where my stick's at. Because I have that control of how to put my stick in the right position, how much I push or pull to make it release low or high or side to side. And I think that's one thing you'll find, that the really, really great shooters have that ability.